Okay, we're venturing into the black walnut orchard, and as you can see, the vines are tenacious. I cleared these vines out this spring. Probably did it in the wintertime too, but definitely during the springtime. And as you can see, they have made a startling comeback. And there are a lot of, I'm not sure if these are blackberry vines or something, but these things will snag the hell out of you. And they've already gotten me a couple times just in that short period. Snake boots are no use when these things are thigh high. And once again, the nemesis. Cut back numerous times, too many to count. Sweet gums. I've mowed them. I've attempted to poison them. I've physically dug some of them out. And they always seem to come back better, stronger, faster, almost bionic. But yep, this is it. Black walnuts. Nice tasty meat on the fruit. And pretty expensive wood. A lot of gun stocks and stuff used to be made out of black walnut. I'm not sure if they still use black walnut for gun stocks. And those are military guns too. I'm talking like the M1, Garand, and perhaps even some of the older ones use black walnut because it's durable, very durable, and it's aesthetically pleasing too. It's a very beautiful wood. But yep, these guys are doing fairly well. It's always nice to know. Okay, here's a little black walnut seedling. It's pretty small, as you can tell by it in comparison to my hand. And there's the walnut grove looking up. There's probably between this side and this side maybe about 500 trees, all hand planted. Fortunately, it looks like the vast majority survived, but the droughts and a lot of the competition from other trees, grasses, etc. have really conspired to slow their growth. But they are alive and they are growing, and I am thankful that I do have what I do have from them. So let's venture down toward the creek, where big ass spiders lay in wait between some of these trees. You can see the stand up there, perhaps. Let's move a little closer to it, where the hunters hunt and have established their shooting lanes. And I am starting to sweat off my DEET because the mosquitoes are getting a little bolder. The buzzing in my ears is getting a little louder than it was maybe a half hour ago. So let's move on down here. We'll use this as almost a divining rod. Basically just to cut any of these big ass spiders. You see what I'm saying? You see what I mean? See that guy there? See him? Like I said, how would you like that in your mug? These look like pawpaws, some naturally occurring ones. Oh. Oh. Good God! See what I'm saying? see that guy? See what he had there? I don't know if you could see him in there somewhere. But that's why I said I use my machete as kind of a rod or something, just to give me an opportunity not to get that stuff mushed all up in my face. Okay, yeah, these are the pawpaws. You see that there, another spider web. So we'll come this way. Yep, these are the pawpaws that I set out. Oh, Jesus, damn, these things are all over me now. Yep, the DEET is starting to wear off, and one just found its way through a chink in my armor and bit the hell out of me. He got a full belly. Oh, damn, that shit's hurt. No. Whew. Damn, he got me good. Hope it wasn't carrying some West Nile shit or some other dangerous diseases. More spider webs. More spider webs. More spider webs. And I think this is about as far as I'm going to go down into there, because this is pretty marshy. And considering the amount of rain that we had, I don't know if you can see, there's a bit of runoff continuing down there. And this really does fill up a lot with water. And exit. I'm out of here. These mosquitoes are fucking me up. Okay, so I escaped the mosquito haven, mostly in one piece, though kind of bitten up a little bit, but hopefully nothing too serious. Yeah, you know, after a while, the insecticide, not the insecticide, but the insect repellent starts to sweat off, and then you run into all kinds of problems once that happens. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have tried those insecticide emitters, the battery-powered ones that you clip to your belt, and they emit a quote-unquote force field of insecticide around you. I keep saying insecticide, insect repellent around you. But if any of you guys have used that and can tell me how effective they are, I would certainly appreciate it. Because I'm thinking that depending upon where you are, what the situation is, it could be worth the extra weight to carry, because once you start sweating, I don't think that insecticide or that insect repellent is going to stay with you for very long. So those of you in the deep south, if you have to do something under a lot of stress and a lot of activity, sweating in the hot, humid summer days, I think that might be something that would interest you if it works. And as I said, if any of you guys know anything about them or have used them effectively, definitely leave me a note and I'll have to investigate it. All right, thanks for watching, and we are now in the clear. I hope you enjoyed this little walk around, and I think that the next big obstacle besides the heat and the humidity will be my neighbor's dogs if they decide to come out and gang up on me.